Alright, so topic natin ngayon is urinary system part 2. So, lahat ng hindi parts ng kidney or down the line of the urinary system yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Starting off with the ureter, its proximal portion, the funnel-shaped proximal portion which is found inside the kidney is the renal pelvis. And all of the filtrates will be taken from the pelvis by this organ, the ureter, what we have here in our photo micrograph and our microscope is the ureter. Okay, so as you can see, it's still a tubular organ. If it is a tubular organ, we can appreciate a mucosal layer, a very small lamina propria, a very thick mucosa, muscular layer, and a disintegrating adventitia layer or serosal layer of the ureter. Okay? So, tingnan natin siya in higher magnifications. In higher magnification, tingnan natin ano itsura ng kanyang lining epithelium. Its lining epithelium, as you can see, it looks like a stratified layer, but it is actually a transitional epithelium, diba? Maraming iba't ibang layers na. So it is a transitional epithelium. If this transitional epithelium is found within the urinary system, it is considered to be a uroepithelium. All of the surface, mucosal surface of this organ is covered with a transitional epithelium. As you can see here, these are all transitional epithelium. Okay? And the ureter is long. Okay? Yung proximal part niya, doon makapal ang lamina propria. In this section, wala na halos tayong makitang lamina propria. What we can see is the thick layer of the muscularis, tunica muscularis. As you can see here, these are made up of smooth muscle cells. Kung ganyan na itsura ng smooth muscle cells, ano kaya ang arrangement niya? If this section is transverse, kung siya ay transverse or cross section, this muscular layer is a longitudinal tunica muscularis. As you can see, this is repeated on its outermost layer. This is also a longitudinal tunica muscularis, and in between is a circular layer of the tunica muscularis. Okay, so the ureter is actually muscular in nature. Again, so those are made up of smooth muscle cells. So dahil yan ay cross-section, so nakikita lamang natin dyan ay yung body, yung spindle-shaped body ng cells and its nucleus. Tingnan natin siya dito sa circular layer. Makikita natin na mas elongated and spindle-shaped ang cell like this. Kitang-kita natin na spindle-shaped at meron siyang nucleus sa gitna. That is a smooth muscle cells. Of course, in between them, may makikita tayong ilang loose and dense irregular connective tissue in between the two layers. Okay? Okay? That is the ureter. Again, pagdating niya dito sa labas, may makikita pa rin tayong same structure ng smooth muscles, kagaya lamang ng narito sa loob. Okay? So that is a longitudinal layer of muscles. Hanap tayo kung may natitira pa ba siyang adventitia in this region sa gitna. This is more or less an adventitia. May nakikita na tayong mga blood vessels. This is a vein. These are most likely also a vein. And ito yung longitudinal layer ng muscle. This is already the adventitia. As you can see, medyo nagdi-disintegrate na kasi ang kanyang covering. Okay? So that is the ureter. As you can see, it is made up of marami siyang smooth muscle cells. So it's still capable of, and meron siyang smooth muscle cells at saka dense irregular connective tissue. So it is actually still capable of expansion. Okay? And capable of contraction, pushing the fluids, the filtrates coming from the kidneys out of the body. Okay? So wala, nakikita ko lamang din talaga dito ay mga smooth muscle cells. Natanggal na yung kanyang pinaka-adventitia. That is now the ureter. Moving on now to the bladder. The bladder is the blind patch which temporarily houses the filtrate or the urine. So actually it's already urine, hindi na siya filtrate, kaya nga urinary bladder. This is under scanner. So this is a longitudinal section of a very small bladder. Okay, so yan nakikita natin. What we're seeing here, yung lumen sa gitna, yan yung lumen ng bladder. Maraming folds na tayo nakikita ng mucosa at saka kanyang lamina propria because of course it is contracted yung kanyang or unfilled yung kanyang bladder. So marami tayong makikitang folds dyan. This section is actually a longitudinal section of a very small bladder. So that is the mucosa, submucosa, and the lamina propria. We can see some submucosa here, and again, the layers of muscles na nakikita natin. Magsimula muna tayo sa mucosa. Mag-focus tayo ng isang section ng mucosa around here. Tingnan natin yung kanyang lining epithelium. Again, it is made up of transitional epithelium. So as you can see, meron tayong bladder gland na nakikita dito, and those are transitional epithelium, ang lining epithelium ng tunica mucosa. Let's look for muscularis mucosae. Yes, there is a very small muscularis mucosae, pero hindi siya continuous. That is a layer, a segment of a smooth muscle. Smooth muscle yan, kaya lang hindi na natin na-appreciate. So this is actually the lamina propria. May na-appreciate tayong mga glands present sa lamina propria. Pagdating natin sa submucosa, so this is already the submucosa of the organ. Again, it is made up of, ano itsura niyan? A loose, a dense irregular connective tissue. Okay, dense irregular connective tissue. Balik tayo dito sa LPO. Again, dense irregular connective tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue. And you've got some submucosal glands also present in the submucosa of the organ. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa tunica muscularis of the urinary bladder. We have 3 layers in the tunica muscularis of the urinary bladder. an inner longitudinal, a middle circular, and an outer longitudinal layer. Again, that is 3. An inner longitudinal layer, middle circular, and the outer longitudinal layer. All of them forms the detrusor muscle of the urinary bladder. Doc, bakit yung longitudinal niyan ay elongated yung kanyang arrangement ng cells? Tingnan natin siya under LPO. Diba? Elongated ang kanyang arrangement ng cells. Ito pa yung circular yung arrangement ng cells. Then again, we have elongated groups of cells again there. So tandaan, this section is a longitudinal section. Okay. So, if this is the urinary bladder, kung ika-cut natin ng paganon, so ang makikita natin sa gitna is outer longitudinal, inner circular, and inner longitudinal. Pero ang naging cut ng section na to ay paganon. Okay? Longitudinal section. So, what we will be able to see is an outer longitudinal. So, tuwid ang arrangement ng fibers. Yung inner circular na paganon. So, cut siya in the middle or transverse ang cut ng cells. So, it would look circular and inner longitudinal. Again, elongated na naman yung ating makikita. Such ang ating nakikita dito sa layer. Ito. Okay? So, let's look for some adventitia. Those are some of the adventitia of this urinary bladder. Tunica serosa or adventitia. So, itong portion na to, wala na talaga siyang adventitia yet. Ang hirap mag-section talaga ng urinary bladder. Okay? Tingnan niyo yung middle circular layer. So, ang dami niya na napo-form na bundles of muscles. So, because in its towards the distal end of this bladder, that forms the sphincters ng bladder. We have 3, an inner, the detrusor muscle, yung inner, at external bladder or vesical sphincter. So, all forms a sphincter on the bladder. So, lahat yan ay manggagaling or derived from these muscles of the urinary bladder. Let's now move on to the urethra. From the bladder, it will be carried to the urethra of the animal. Magsimula tayo sa female urethra. We have the female urethra. Okay, so again, that is the lumen. So we have a fold of tissue in the middle, kaya nagmumukha siyang smiley, di ba? Cute, mukha siyang smiley. But still, kapag fully distended yan, may lamang wiwi yan. So wala tayong makikitang malaking fold sa gitna. Starting off with the epithelium, tingnan natin siya under a higher magnification. So this is still made up of transitional epithelium. Ito yung kapal ng transitional epithelium here. The other medyo mas manifest ang kanyang transitional epithelium. Sa kanyang tunica mucosa, may makikita tayong intraepithelial glands. This one is an intraepithelial gland. Okay? So this is the gland, the sinus. Diyan siya, ito yung kanyang duct. Dito siya nare-release sa kanyang epithelium. Yung lamina propria ng kanyang tunica mucosa, may makikita tayong mga capillaries such as this. Capillaries ba talaga yan? Tingnan natin. So those are, I hope na-appreciate nyo yung RBCs. So those are RBCs na doon sa kanyang lamina propria. So these are cavernous spaces na makikita natin sa lamina propria ng kanyang tunica mucosa. So this is just one of those capillaries. Also this one, this one, this one, this one. Maraming capillaries. We can also find some mucous glands na nasa kanyang lamina propria. So, yung intraepithelial gland, ang intraepithelial gland nasa lining epithelium, such as yung pinakita natin kanina, this one, an intraepithelial gland. But yung glands of Litre, siya naman yung nadito sa lamina propria, nasa loob na siya ng lamina propria, such as this one. Tingnan natin siya under a higher magnification. So that is a gland inside the lamina propria. So this is a particularly a mucous type of gland. As you can see, yung kanyang secretory cells ay vacuolated. Nawala tayo nakikitang secretion kasi hindi nga naman siya mag-i-stain. Okay, so those are the gland of Litre. As you can see, composed ng ng loose or irregular connective tissue yung kanyang lamina propria. Okay? Sometimes may ma-appreciate tayong muscularis mucosae pero hindi siya continuous, such as this one. This is a muscularis mucosae. Doon sa ilang segment, meron tayong muscularis mucosae. Itong thicker layer of smooth muscle tissue, siya ay already a tunica muscularis na. Okay? So, yung kanyang tunica muscularis is composed of irregularly arranged circular and longitudinal segments of smooth muscles. Again, here, if this is from the middle of the section, ito yung lumen. As you can see, this is circular. Ito naman ay mga longitudinal bundles of smooth muscles sa kanyang urethra. Paano again natin nasabi? Again, i-observe lamang natin yung itsura arrangement ng smooth muscles. So, elongated. Dito naman ay circular na ang mga or irregular ang arrangement ng smooth muscle cell bodies around this section. In its adventitia, we can find a loose connective tissue along with some blood vessels dun sa kanyang adventitia. So that is the female urethra. Okay, moving on to the male urethra. In the male urethra, may tatlo siyang segments: the prostatic, the membranous, and the penile urethra. Here in this section, ang makikita lamang natin is the penile urethra. kasi siya yung mas madaling ma-section. Siya yung mas madaling makuha. Okay? So that is the lumen of the penile urethra. What covers it is the corpus spongiosum. Okay, that's the mucosa, the lamina propria, and the corpus spongiosum of the urethra. Tingnan natin ang lining epithelium ng male urethra. Now, this is a penile urethra towards the end, towards the distal end ng urethra ang ating makikita. So, what we have here are, what are those? So, those are stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. Okay? As you can see, again, a wear and tear layer of epithelium sa kanyang mucosa. So, ma-appreciate din natin na towards the end or distal end na siya ng penile urethra is kasi ganun na ang kanyang lining epithelium. Okay? Now, that is quickly surrounded by the corpus spongiosum. The corpus spongiosum also contains sinuses that is also being engorged if need so. So as you can see here, this is a sinus, another sinus, a lot of sinus. Tingnan natin siya under scanner. Mas maganda sana kung makikita niyo siya, kung makakuha kayo ng stereo microscope or observe it under a much lower magnification, mas ma-appreciate nyo na kitang-kita nasa hirap ilagay sa yun. Kapag nasa gitna, yung lumen, kitang-kita nyo na spongiosum yung nakapalibot sa kanya. Lahat yan ay spongiosum. Okay? So those layers, those cavernous spaces are part of the corpus spongiosum. Now, that corpus spongiosum is being lined by a tunica albuginea. So this is a tunica albuginea, a thick layer of dense irregular connective tissue. Tingnan natin dito sa layer na yan. Here, so that is the tunica albuginea. It is composed of dense irregular connective tissue. And yung nagpla-flank sa kanya, yung palabas, this one, yung kulay pink na yan, siya naman is the corpus cavernosum. Corpus cavernosum penis. As you can see, meron pa tayo malaking artery here na nagsusupply doon sa corpus cavernosum. Magtitingnan natin siya dito again sa scanner. Yung buong penis ay nakakavera ng corpus cavernosum. So this one is a large cavernous structure. So it resembles that of the bulbus glandis. Kaya lang yung bulbus glandis ng aso mas malaki pa dyan. Siguro this towards the end of towards the glans penis of the dog, kaya nahagip itong malaking cavernous structure na ito. Okay? So marami pa yan. All of those are made up of cavernous structure. Corpus cavernosum. Doc, bakit manipis yan? Siyempre walang blood na nandiyan dyan, kaya manipis yung cavernous structures na yan. Pero kung engorged yan ng blood, as you can see, this is much a denser tissue, mas maraming blood ang pwede pang magkasya dyan sa corpus cavernosum. Ayan. Then, outside, what we can see is the adventitia of the urethra. May makikita tayong mga elastic tissue, diba? So those are elastic tissue interspersed with some smooth muscle cells. Oh, sorry, hindi pala hindi, meron nga elastic tissue. Elastic tissue and some smooth muscle cells na makikita natin sa kanyang tunica muscularis at saka tunica adventitia. Halos nagme-meld or nagle-blend silang dalawa. And itong pinaka outermost, as you can see, it's still again made up of non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So yan na yung superficial layer ng penis. As a matter of fact, may nakikita pa tayong almost a corneum layer. Okay? Na nagde-delaminate from the stratified squamous epithelium. Okay? So that is true on to the whole extent of the urethra. So yun. This one, nag-delaminate lang siya from here. Dito, meron din siya. Okay? So again, so these are made up of squamous epithelium. So, ibig sabihin, ito na yung free end ng penis. Kaya talaga may nakikita tayong malalaking cavernosum or corpus cavernosum structure na yan. So, that's it for urinary system part 2.